Welcome to the kitchen, the Marketing Kitchen. I'm Ron Vining, your host of Marketing Kitchen TV. I'd like to welcome all marketing chefs back. Wonder what's in our Omni-Channel oven today? Let's see. It's still cooking, but I remember what I wanted to share with you. Last night I went to see Glass. Have you seen the film Glass yet? If you're like me, I went to the theater to see Unbreakable 19 years ago. And then I saw Split 2 years ago. And when I found out that spoiler warning, that Split was the secret sequel to Unbreakable, I almost fell out of my chair. I was so excited that a sequel was going to be made for Unbreakable, which to me was just such a slow burn, classic, typical M. Night Shyamalan film. It was amazing. And for the surprise that Split was, and then to hear immediately after, because of its success, that Glass was going to be in the works, I was so thrilled for this release. So let me tell you my thoughts. A number of critics have panned Glass, and I don't understand why. I thought the film was fantastic. It was smart, and what's interesting is typically film critics like smart films, and audiences tend to not find them as enjoyable. But if you look at different rating sites, it seems that the critics didn't like this smart film, but the fans were smart enough. I would say that this film was an 8 out of 10. And maybe it was the nostalgia factor of bringing back an amazing cast in the form of Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, and of course James McAvoy. 3 phenomenal actors sharing the screen together. Some great surprises as well too, in that characters from Unbreakable and Split, other than the main characters, also reappeared. And I always think that that's fantastic in film, especially in sequels, when the original actors or actresses return. I think they really add to the realism of the film, right? I don't have to suspend disbelief that someone else is, the son grew up to be like this, or the girl that was kidnapped by Kevin, played by James McAvoy, was a different actress now, or that Samuel L. Jackson, Mr. Glass's mom, is now somebody different. So it was really great that not only the 3 main characters of Unbreakable, Split, return for Glass, but also the supporting characters of Unbreakable and Split return for Glass. I won't get into I won't get into any spoilers really, because I don't think that's fair to do for the type of channel that I have, because it's not a movie review site, so I don't want somebody to accidentally see that. But what I liked about what I like about M. Night Shyamalan is that he weaves different story threads together. Think about a cable knit sweater. I find M. Night Shyamalan as a storyteller and as a director to be very similar to how a cable knit sweater is put together. He really weaves in a number of different story elements that also may be in different patterns as well too, but they all come together into a unified whole and make a really nice warm sweater. And myself anyway, as a content creator for corporations, as well as a corporate storyteller, I really enjoy when somebody puts together uses great yarn to put together a good sweater in that way. So I thought the storytelling was great. I also like the fact that the characters developed progressed. One of the things that's very important in film or in any type of storytelling is to make sure that the characters from one film to the next grow, or they evolve. And that certainly happened in this film. So Bruce Willis's character, David Dunn, he has evolved. He's embraced being a superhero. Samuel L. Jackson's character even grew as well too. Even though he might have been the most developed character from Unbreakable, here in Glass, a film named after his character, Mr. Glass had realized that, or the realization of his dream of being a mastermind supervillain who would pit other villains against other heroes together was realized. And his secret strategy of doing this, and how he also was surprised by the way the narrative unfolded, was quite good for his character. And then of course James McAvoy, who plays the Split character, which is multiple personalities, his character evolved as well too. We really got to see in depth more so the character of the Beast, and we got to learn about Kevin and how Kevin was actually created. And so that character story evolved. We saw an evolution of the supporting cast as well. We also saw the introduction of, again, Samuel L. Jackson's character, Mr. Glass, walking us through. He believed that comic books were actually fairy tales, if you will, that were handed down throughout the generations today. So just imagine if tales of Captain America or Thor or Iron Man, or think of Batman, Superman, or Aquaman, so that those were true stories and that they were handed down during the generations. And then today, you know, they were in comic books, and now we watch them in film. So almost, let's say that, you know, from Sunday school, Tales of Noah, to going to seeing a blockbuster film with Russell Crowe in it. So, you know, anyway, interesting parallel that M. Night Shyamalan painted in the film through Samuel L. Jackson's character of Mr. Glass. So I thought that was quite cool. Again, the supporting cast evolved to the point where they maybe have the ability, again, I don't want to give out a spoiler, but where they may be the focal point or the launching off point of a new trilogy around these sort of modern superheroes. So that could be quite interesting. A new element too with the psychiatrist character that you've probably seen in the trailers, or if you saw the film, brought on an interesting element that could further that narrative if another trilogy were to come out. All right, my review here, I guess, is going long, but I just want to share with you that I thought that Glass was a fantastic film, despite some of the negative press that you might have seen. So I encourage you to go out and see M. Night Shyamalan's Glass. I think it's fantastic. And I really encourage you, before you go to view, if you haven't already, to watch Unbreakable, to see Split, and then go see Glass. I think you'll really like it. All right, well, that's our topic for today. Remember that whatever happens in the Marketing Kitchen should never stay in the kitchen. So I hope you will share Marketing Kitchen TV with your friends, because we always have fresh content simmering on our storytelling stovetop. So you'll never know what might come up in the next Marketing Kitchen TV episode. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and that you would like and share our videos, because we have a lot more content to come. All right, thank you so much.